Daily dose in the Word. Today we are looking at John chapter 3 verse 16, and we will look at the sacrificial love, which is the characteristics of God in this love series we are going through. In chapter 3 verse 16 of John, it says, For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. There are things that we want to talk about in this passage. The first part of that verse says, For God so loved the world. That part gives us a universal love, and this universal love is directed to humanity. It is God's universal love directed to all humanity, regardless of sex, regardless of race, regardless of nationality, regardless of status, regardless of who we are. It is to all. And this love is unconditional. It emphasizes God's salvation plan for man. The second thing is this love we talk about is selflessness. In that part, it says that he gave his one and only Son. The act of giving his Son represents the ultimate form of selflessness. God sacrificed his only Son, his precious Son, and for the sake of saving humanity, for saving you, to save me. And in that, he did not keep his only Son to restore the broken relationship between the human beings, between you and me, because we are not able to do it ourselves. So he came in to bridge that gap, the broken relationship, through his Son, Jesus Christ. The third thing that would look in this verse is the part that says, shall not perish, but have eternal life. That is redemption through sacrifice. The sacrificial love of God is redemptive in nature. Jesus' death on the cross pays the penalty of my sin, of your sin, of everybody's sin, providing us with a way to reconcile us with our God, to reconcile us with God whom we broke away from. And that relationship, the eternal relationship, is attained through Jesus Christ, who died for you, who died for me. And this involvement, it costs, but God was able to do it. And the fourth thing that is in that passage is voluntary offering. God's action in giving his Son was not an obligation. It was through his love for people. He voluntarily came and expressed his love to us by sending his Son to die on the cross for you and for me. And that love he expressed was, and the Son willingly came to save me, to save you, to save us. So the Son suffered on your behalf. The Son suffered on my behalf. The Son suffered on behalf of humanity and saved this humanity from the sins that we commit. The other part is invitation. Whoever believes in him, that's the only condition. It may be like a condition, but that's the only thing that we human beings can do. He directed his love to us, and selflessness. He gave his Son. He did not reserve him. He saved me. But the only thing that I may need to do, that you need to do, is whoever believes in him, is the belief that we have in him. And that is an invitation for you. That's an invitation for me. That's an invitation for everybody. What do you offer? What do you sacrifice for God? What do you sacrifice for those you love, particularly the loved ones in your house? What do you sacrifice for them? One example that I wanted to illustrate is a man gave his wife 500 shillings. Just one, that coin, 500 shillings, Ugandan shillings. And he expects the wife to use that money to buy things to make breakfast, to buy things that will make lunch, to buy things that will make their dinner. And all these meals are included in that 500 shillings for 3 people, the husband, the wife, and the one kid. How can you sacrifice that? Is that a sacrifice? Is it given out of love? Or is it because I am a father I should give?